Good morning, everyone. It's time for another YouTube session here. And for all of you that have reached out to me after seeing the episode with the interview with me and Benny, where I am channeling Mother Mary, Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. And who else was there? Joseph, of course, Jesus' father. And I'm happy to hear from you and all of your questions about Jesus and his life, astrological, Essenes, or whatever. We will gather those questions into that interview that is next on our agenda. Benny and I are preparing for the next episode, and I am sitting right now for make it possible for Jesus to come through and Mary Magdalene. And up to now, you have all seen Jesus in action. In the, not this one with the interview, but the recording before that, and that was published here. He doesn't say that it is Jesus, but I know the energy is there, and I know it's him, and I feel the difference, even if they are not exactly saying who it is. I will know by the energy and the feeling of the trance. And of course the information and the energy that you feel with when you're watching the video will tell you. And Jesus came through all the way for the first time in a sitting with a client, a private sitting with a client. And as usual, my communicators, they don't present themselves, and they are not giving their names or anything like that. And I think that's because of me. I don't want to flash off with high spiritual names or anything like that. I'm just a simple tool here. So I believe that's because of me that's not happening. But in the end of the session, this client asked, may I ask who I'm talking to? And there was a giant energy outburst from that. And then she asked, is this Jesus? And it was Jesus. He said it was him. And you could tell from the whole session that it was his energy. And she told me afterwards that that session was very special and it was very spiritual for her. So I know Jesus is getting accustomed to use my energy, and I am getting accustomed to his energy and the way he's working with me. I have channeled Mary Magdalene once, I believe, and I'm waiting for her to step in. She is a beautiful energy, a beautiful light energy. And I know she's also working with me to prepare me for that. So, and of course, Bennis and I, we are living our physical normal lives, and that comes in between. So it's all a matter of timing. When it's time, the right setting for us, really, to do that interview. But that's to come, and that is to come. And meanwhile, I am training for it, and I am sitting for that. So all of those questions, I will send them to Benny, and Benny will gather them and collect them. And we will try to get all of them answered. And of course, if you have private questions for you and your life and so on, you can sign up for a private sitting with me. And just reach out to me, and I will connect with you. And we make sure that there is a time and place where it's suitable for us both. Yeah, with all of that said, warmly welcome all of you new subscribers and old subscribers. And today we're going to do a Trance speak. And today we'll see if Jesus is going to come through. I believe he will, because I have asked some questions about him and Sai Baba. We will see what we'll get in this session. I'm not going to say too much about it, but I have asked the questions and I have put it out there. And if it's ready to pop, it will pop. And I am just a tool trying to stay away as much as possible to let the energies just work out through me. So that's it. Oh, I can feel the excitement. It's really exciting inside of me. That's wonderful. No weather report today because it's rainy, so it doesn't need to be said. But remember that the rain is cleansing. It's purification and cleansing. So that's what we do today. So let's see if that is reflected in the channeling today. So anyway, have a nice trance and enjoy. And you can either fast forward until they come and speak, or you just sit with me and do a little bit of meditation, and they will be with you in a minute. So yeah. So we have gathered here today to come and communicate with you all. And we are happy that so many of you have gathered to follow and see what's coming through today. We know that many of you have watched the interview that was recorded many months ago, and it was now time for that interview to be really released to the public. There are many questions about the walking of the energy that you call Jesus, or what we call in Hebrew Joshua. And we are not concerned over the languages that are presenting the names, because of the energy that is present is what it is, and you can name it as you feel, because it's love, it's pure, and it was named once, and there were many names of the energy. Jesus is the name that is most known to people. We will return and we will do an interview with me and the medium and the facilitator, Benny, and we are preparing for that. It's me, Mother Mary, and Mary Magdalene is going to come, and it's going to be about the life of Jesus. There has been questions and thoughts around the astrological chart that was laid out or worked out at the point when Jesus was born and his life. That chart is not known to mankind at this point. It was an old knowing from the stars that you were collecting information from the stars directly, and you could feel the energy from the planets at the same time, but we had no really tools to follow exactly by printing it down or writing it down. We knew beforehand that the constellations of the planets planets were coming together, and that was a sign for those who were expecting the energy of Jesus to manifest. And they knew that something was really strong, and that the energy that would come would be very strong. But there was no names of any church at that time. That is something that came up to be known later on. We, of the spirit world, we work from the energy fields that are collective, that are laid out in the universe as having areas to work with and tasks to work with. And we are many that have walked the plane of the earth together, and we have all been mastering certain degrees of spiritual awakening as in physical body. We are working together as high energy frequencies and to guide and support mankind. And there is always a balance between the physical in your life and the metaphysical in the energy fields. And it all comes together as one. So we work for unification and balance. And we work for unification of the cosmic energy and the energy that of human mind and consciousness. And as you are expanding and growing inside of yourself, you will be able to reach those higher levels of consciousness in order to receive that information from that cosmic energy fields. You all know about the archangels and their work to support and help you of the physical at the earth plane. We are all working together. And when we are called upon, you should always know that as you reach out and call upon any of us, we will be there and we will guide you and support you. The time that the earth and the humanity is moving through is something of a transmutation and cleansing. And that time is something that is pushing and that is making it more or less difficult for some people. And for those that are not aware and that have not really grown spiritually, they may not be ready and prepared to continue the life of the earth, of the physical on the earth. And they may leave at this point in time. And so it is meant to be. Many of you that has worked with themselves and are aware of that high frequency of energy that is right now coming into the earth plane and are affecting people in many ways according to their spiritual growth and expansion. And for those who are ready and prepared, it's not difficult. They are moving into that energy and learning to balance that energy within inside, because they can feel the upgrading coming to them inside of them, and they are just following the upgrade and the more information that they are gathering. You may recognize that your mind is working quicker and you are speeding up your intelligence, and that your ideas are coming quicker, and that is the high frequency that is coming into the earth plane. At the moment, and that is something that is expected at this point in time, together with the situation on the earth planes where conflicts are ruling and hardship for many. But to focus on difficulties and hardships are not going to bring forth the ease. So to remember to stay in focus in your inner mind and inner self in order to just continue and to expand and grow. That is the work of the mankind, and to come together and support each other and to create groups of light-minded people. And we say light because as the light shines within you and you come together in groups, that is affecting the earth atmosphere and the energy so good and so well, and that is helping the whole transformational states. There are some energies that has walked the earth plane and are working with all of you on a higher level. They work on the universal cosmic level together with all of you in a more collective way. And you can also call upon them, and you will meet them as you grow yourself. That is the energies that has been on the earth plane and expanded and grown to bring down that high frequency of energy. And they are working with the consciousness fields, and you can call upon them and you can open up to receive that energy. And remember, to be able to receive that, you have to be aware of them, and you have to know that they are there. And in order to experience that high frequencies, and as usual, it is most important to be in balance as a human being, to be grounded in Mother Earth, and to be reaching up in the high, but they have to be in balance. And if they are not, you're not going to feel so well. You may be a little bit, shall we call it the name that you use, high on the energy, and that may be a little bit too strong, and you may collapse into exhaustion, to be exhausted. So for all of you that watches this recording, you should know that you can always call upon us and ask for guidance and assistance, and we will be there. And we will come, even if you are not noticing us. And we will come and we will answer your questions. And just open your heart and your mind to receive that information. We would like to bring this conversation to an end at this time, and we do encourage all of you to speak up and to ask those questions. And even if you are not receiving those questions at the moment, you will receive more in the interview with me and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. We will make sure that everything will be covered. There's so much to be said, and we will try to do our best. Until we meet again, know that we all love you so much. The love is omnipotent, and it's everywhere. And the energy of love is the highest and the most. And that will always survive, and that will always be alive. Until we meet again. So much love and healing to all of you.